if you've picked up a professional finance qualification, I'm sure you want to end up passing the qualification in one attempt. There are several ways in which people do this. Some of them work really hard, others are just smart. So I'll mainly talk to you all about how you can pursue a career in finance successfully. But before I get to that, I'll also talk to you all quickly about how you can successfully clear your examination in one go. When it comes to a career in finance, first of all, is a very broad domain. So you either narrow it down. There are different ways to narrow it down. When you're studying, you will learn a lot of different concepts in finance that will lead to an entire career at some point in the future. Now, when we talk about different concepts, what I mean by this is you'll learn about credit rating. Another thing you'll learn about is hedging. So you can go and work in a hedge fund at some point. People make careers in futures and options. They become traders in futures and options. And all of these are concepts that you learn in your course. So when it comes to choosing a career, choose something that you're comfortable with. Choose something that you're intrigued by, and it'll automatically be a good start. Before you get into a career in finance, one thing I want all of you to know is even if you get into a finance company or even if you get into your dream role, unfortunately, without a professional qualification, you have a ceiling which you will not be able to break no matter how good you are at your job or at what you do. Ultimately, companies will look for professional expertise from people who are qualified, people who are certified. So get a certification in place. It's very important to have at least one qualification in place. If you look at folks on LinkedIn with who are at decent positions in the finance industry, you'll often notice that they hold multiple professional qualifications in their domain. And the reason for this is right now, in any of the top finance companies in the world, CFA or FRM or ACCA is merely a filter. So if you've not done one of these qualifications, you do not make it past the first filter in the first place. So it's very important for you to pursue one of these to have a successful career. The second thing that you all should understand is applying concepts in the real world. Of course, when you solve problems in the exams, they are very different compared to what you face in the real world. In the real world, when you step into your job on your first day, you will be given a spreadsheet that you will have to work on, and you will probably not know how to operate it because your exams will not teach you how to deal with a lot of data, how to present data, and most importantly, how to make sense out of data. And these are some skills that you should pick up side by side, which leads me very well into my third point, which is picking up additional skills. What I mean by this is, if you want to get into the finance world, artificial intelligence is taking the finance world by storm right now. So if you have these additional skills and if you know these things before your peers do, or if you're able to add some sort of value to your management, you will grow much faster than your peers. So these are things that you should also look at. And finally, to have a successful career in finance, you need to be good with numbers. So I would recommend either picking up a course that helps you get good with numbers, or by default passing all 3 levels of CFA does indicate that you're good with numbers. In case you do struggle with numbers, because I know a lot of folks do, remedy this because you will need it in the finance world. Also, one good practice to have generally is to know what is going on in and around the world. Keep up with global affairs. It'll put you in good stead. And yeah, besides that, if you have any additional questions, leave them in the comments. We'll take them up, obviously. And do reach out to us for anything else.